This semester we'll be looking at Uncle Tom's Cabin, both in the cabin and in the book. In the cabin by what Harriet Beecher Stowe has given us, and following the title character through some remarkable experiences. But I would like to begin with a rather apocryphal story that is apropos, I think, our discussion and sort of connects us to the Lincoln things we looked at last time. There is Harriet Beecher Stowe visited Abraham Lincoln during the war in the White House. And there's an apocryphal story that as he greeted her in the presidential office, he greeted her by saying, "So this is the little woman that started this great war." Even if it didn't happen, it could have, because Uncle Tom's Cabin was, by almost any term, any measurement, perhaps the most important book in America in that century. The first year of its publication, after Harriet Beecher Stowe, she published it first as a series of episodes in a magazine, then gathered it together in a novel, 2 volumes. And when that novel was published, it became the bestseller in the United States. Only the Bible sold more. There were 300,000 copies of Uncle Tom's Cabin sold the first year that it was published. It was the first novel in America to sell over 1 million copies. So the interest, the impact of that book was profound, not just in the literary scene, but for American culture itself. So and what that book does is really offer a way of reorganizing, if you will, our society. She brings in, it seems like it's sentimental. When I was in graduate school, people would refer to Uncle Tom's Cabin often with a sneer because they said it was too sentimental to be taken seriously. But it truly is, as we look at it closely, intellectually complex. It is, it offers some ideas for how we ought to live together and so forth that would really, in many ways, solve the problems of our present situation in America, or help solve those problems. It's a wide-ranging book, depending heavily on religious ideas and principles. Harriet Beecher Stowe was an extraordinary individual herself. Comes from a family of preachers, and the title character, Tom, has that name. Uncle Tom has been appropriated by people who took their images from minstrel shows. The title character in this book is anything but that sycophant who is bowing and scraping to the whites. Tom is a profoundly effective character. Anyway, these are some of the things that we'll be talking about as we get into the book. So looking forward to discussing Uncle Tom with you. I think you'll enjoy the read. It's a big book, several hundred pages, but it's not a hard read. And it's a profound book, I think, so far as American culture and our homes and society is concerned. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you in this spring semester.